Hey, YouTube world, what's up? It's your boy Dave Holic. Yeah, it's a windy day today in Kimberley, but decided to come and speak about certain albums that I've been enjoying. You know, albums that are great that you guys may also get to enjoy. You know, I'll put in the link on the comment section when I'm done explaining why I love the albums, my top five albums of, okay, I would say my top five political rap albums right now. Let me start it off, man. Number five, number five, it has to go to Kimber. Yeah, niggas, man. It's the way the homie starts it off, Kimber. It's it's an insightful album which talks about black history, which talks about not compromising yourself, who you should be, how you should operate. You understand how you should be proud of your melanin as a black person, how you should be proud as it look. Although he talks about America, like shout out to Americans. Although he talks about Americans, as a South African black man, I could relate. You know, I could relate in terms of the skits, in terms of the storyline, the way he says what he says. You understand the way it steps out. It makes you be proud of being. Hey, I'm proud of being a black man. You know, even the title of the album, niggas. If you go and check it out on the dictionary, man, I think it talks about melanin in terms of it's black. Yeah, it's black. Again, it's wordplay, man, in terms of niggas. Niggars. You understand, which is a derogatory term meant to put people of color down, man. You know, but despite everything, man, it's a beautiful album with no rap features, but there are great vocalists on there. If I were to rate the album, it's a five. It's a classic, man, because I don't find any problem with the album. Yeah. And my number four has to go to Joey Badass, All American Badass, man. Another great politically charged album featuring obviously J. Cole, Schoolboy Q, and of course members of Epso's crew. No, not Epso, of Joey Badass's crew. Yeah, so yeah. What I love about the album, man, is like it's very musical. Number one, it differs from other Joey Badass's albums or mixtapes. You understand? Because like the way homie came through and he had to spares. You understand? It's not just bars, bars, bars. It's an album that carries weight in terms of it's matured. As a listener, you get to hear it and say, okay, this kid's got something to say, and not just something to say, actually wisdom in between. You understand? Because there are artists who make good songs but not actually great. Now the album has great songs from track one until the end, man. You understand? Because like similar to niggas, the album is like builds you as a citizen. You understand? As a citizen, it gives you that thing of saying, okay, I am proudly American, but I'm South African. Remember that. If you become so proud, man, you know, because at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, I'm a badass. But what kind of badass are you? You're a smart badass now. You understand? You become smart. That okay, I know myself right now. I know my political rights. I know how I should look in the mirror. You understand? That's what I walk out with. You understand? Like in terms of the structuring, what he said is what is important on the album. And my number three has to go. Man, hey, you know when we reach these levels, but it becomes a little bit difficult, right? It becomes a little bit difficult. Yeah, it has to go. Let me see. It has to go to. Hey man, it has to go Who's this guy, man? Propaganda. Yeah. Propaganda. 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 What is the album? Crooked. Yeah. Crooked. I love the fact that he talked about Mandela on the song. And there's a song whereby he talks about Mandela. Another political album, you understand, in terms of the homie, the homie sound is more poetical, you understand. He's more poetical, and I could say for for someone who just listen, who's in it just for the lyrical content, it's dope. You understand? It's not too much musical. I could say it's more deeply political. It's more deeply political, and it, like the issues he deals with, the issues he deals with, he deals with, I could say, with more African and state-based issues. You know, he he critiques. I don't know, man, because I don't know the song. I don't know, is he talking about Mandela or is he talking about someone else? Because I didn't do my research as such on that. But for the mere fact, the title says crooked, crooked system, crooked governments, crooked political systems, crooked industries, crooked. Yeah, it's crooked. Yeah. And my number two has to go to Immortal Technique. You know, Immortal Technique, Revolutionary Volume 2. Obviously, one of the best albums, classics. You know, it's definitely, man, definitely untouchable, man. You know, in terms of what Homeboy said on songs was one of a kind, man. You know, like obviously he features Mamu. Oh my goodness, the name. You know what? Just go on the internet, click Revolutionary, you get the Homeboy's name, man. But it's a homeboy who's in prison for shooting a cop. You understand? Yeah. So yeah, and most of the issues Moral Technique deals with is state, is based on the state. You understand? Unlike these other albums, he doesn't talk much in terms of bad people and what. He talks mainly on the issues of the bigots in the industry, in terms of how creative control, how they deal with creative control, in terms of how they try to monopolize the system. You understand how these major labels want to take over, how the government exploits people, how the government takes certain things. You understand? Like, yeah. So for me, this album, it's one of the albums that I'll put in a cabinet of a library. You understand? Because he, the things that are happening today is actually what Immortal Technique mentioned. He speaks on the 9/11, man, in terms of he speaks of on the 9/11. He gives you a different perception. Which I watched an interview, man, an interview, and I was like, damn, Immortal Technique. Imagine this guy wrote that album when he was like 23. You understand? And I was like, damn, how do you do that? Yeah. And obviously my number one, man, my number one has to go to Dead Press. Let's Get Free. Obviously another classic, dropped in 1999. Uh, man, I don't know, man. This is hands down one of the best mother effing albums you can ever get, man. You know, in terms of internal struggles, in terms of the school system, in terms of how to love yourself, like nourishment. How you understand? So the political system, obviously, it's it's insane, man. For me, man, like I don't want to lose for you guys to lose the gist out of it. I would like you guys to go there, go listen to the albums yourselves. You guys, I guarantee you one thing. You guys are gonna enjoy the native flipping albums, man. You know, you guys are gonna enjoy the content, man. You understand? Besides that, these albums are politically charged, but they are more like they are more musical, they are more deep, like they will leave something on you, man. Like especially if you're a person of color, you understand? If you're a person of color, they will give you something like, oh, some insight in terms of, it's like reading a book made easy for you. You understand? Because if I were to put these albums on a book, damn man, this is like one of the best books that you can ever read. Shout outs. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on all social media platforms. It's at Dave Holic for you. All of them. It's at Dave Holic for you. Oh, Dave Holic Worldwide on Facebook. Dave Holic for you on TikTok. Dave Holic for you on Instagram. Dave Holic for you on X. Yeah, that's what's up. Pluck.